Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah, we finished our two lessons of Maths 2. That is, first is basic concepts of geometry, and the second is parallel lines. I hope you too practice all the exercise, all the sums of these two lessons. Today we are going to start new lesson, that is lesson number 3, triangle. You all are familiar with triangles. Basic concepts of triangle already you studies in your previous class. That means in 7th, 8th. So today before starting the lesson, let's revise the concepts or the basic concepts that you studies in previous classes. Okay, first of all tell me what is triangle. Just recall in your mind, according to you, what is a triangle? That means by hearing this word triangle, which frame or which idea you get in your mind? What is the triangle according to you? Just recall in your mind. When you recall, then as per your previous knowledge, you find triangles have three sides, triangles have three angles, and triangles are made up of three non-collinear points. Yes, good. Both the answers are correct. Triangles have three sides, triangles have three angles, and triangles are made up of three non-collinear points. So, what is a triangle? A triangle, tri means three. So, triangle is a figure or an object which has three sides, three angles, and made up of three non-collinear points. That means by joining three non-collinear points, the figure you get is a triangle. So a triangle is a polygon with three edges, that means three sides, and three vertices, that means 3 points. So simply triangles are polygon, that means shapes with three sides and three angles, which can be formed by connecting any three non-collinear points in a plane. That means if you connect any three non-collinear points, the figure you get is a triangle. Again I am repeating, triangle, tri means three. So the figure or object which is made up of by joining three non-collinear points having three sides, three angles is called triangle. Okay. Next is properties of triangles. Okay. Again recall in your mind what are the properties of triangles. In previous class, you study some of the properties of triangle. Recall your mind. If you recall, then you get a triangle has three sides, three vertices, and three angles. Okay. Now the next property, the sum of three interior angles of triangle is always 180. This property also we discussed in 8th standard. The sum of angles of triangle are always 180 degree. A triangle has three angles and the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That means if you add the three angles of a triangle, then the sum, that means the addition, is 180 degree. In 8th standard, we use this property many times while solving the sum. So this is the important property of the triangle. Sum of all the three angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. Now the next property is the sum of the length of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the length of third side. That means if you add the length of two sides of a triangle, then always the sum of two sides is greater than the third side. This is also a very important property of a triangle. Addition of two sides, that means sum of two sides of a triangle, length of the addition of the two sides of a triangle is always greater than third side. Next is area and perimeter of triangles. Area is nothing but the space occupied by an object, and perimeter is nothing but the length of the boundary. So area is the space occupied by the object and the perimeter is the length of the boundary. Space occupied by an object on wall or on earth surface, on board, anywhere on the space occupied by the objects is denoted its area, and the length of the boundary, that means the frame or the length of the boundary which form the figure, is called its perimeter. So the area of triangle, that means to find the area of triangle, the formula is half into base into height. This is the formula of area of right angle triangle. And the perimeter of triangle is side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. That means the sum of the length of all three sides is the length of the boundary. So the perimeter of triangle is nothing but the side 1, that means the sum of the length of all the three sides, length of side 1 plus length of side 2 plus length of side 3. So in short, perimeter of triangle is nothing but the A plus B plus C. Here A, B, C are the sides of triangle, that means length of the sides of triangle. Now tell me how to find the area of other triangle, that means other than right angle triangles. You know area of right angle triangle is half into base into height. But what about the other triangles? Area of triangles with three sides. If the three sides of a triangle is known, then the area of such type of triangles can be found by using the Heron's formula. Heron is a mathematician. The formula is given by this great mathematician. So this formula is known as by the name of mathematician Heron's formula. As per the Heron's formula, area of triangle is under root S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Here S is nothing but the semi-perimeter. You know the perimeter is A plus B plus C. Semi-perimeter, that means half of perimeter. So A plus B plus C is divided by 2 is the semi-perimeter. So see here one example is the sides of triangles are 3, 4, 5. So 3 plus 4 plus 5 divided by 2, 6. So your S value is 6. S is nothing but the 6 semi-perimeter. So therefore area of triangle is by Heron's formula under root S, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Here S value is 6 and A value is 3, B is 4 and C is 5. Now substitute the value. So area of triangle is equal to under root 6, 6 minus 3, 6 minus 4, 6 minus 5. 6 minus 3 is 3, 6 minus 4 is 2, 6 minus 5 is 1. So your answer is 6 multiplied by 6, that means 36. Square root of 36 is 6. So area of triangle is 6. Next topic is types of triangles. There are different types of triangles you have studied in previous class. Today we are going to revise all the types of triangles. First is triangles by angles. On the basis of angles, there are three types of triangles: acute angle triangle, right angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle. Acute angle triangle means all the triangle in which all the angles are acute, that means less than 90 degree. Right angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is right angle, that means 90 degree. And obtuse angle triangle is the triangle in which one angle is obtuse, that means more than 90 degree. So on the basis of angle, there are three types of triangles: acute angle triangles, right angle triangles and obtuse angle triangles. Acute angle triangles, all the three angles are acute. Right angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is right angle, that means 90 degree. And obtuse angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is obtuse, that means more than 90 degree. So on the basis of angle, three types of triangle: acute angle triangle, right angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle. Next, triangles by side. That means on the basis of sides, there are three types of triangle: equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle and scalene triangle. Equilateral triangle in which all three sides are equal. The triangle in which all three sides are equal is equilateral triangle. Isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. In a triangle, if two sides are equal, then the triangle is isosceles triangle. And the scalene triangle, no sides are equal, that means all the sides are of different length. All the three sides are of different length, then the triangle is scalene triangle. So on the basis of sides, there are three types of triangle: equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and scalene triangle. Equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal. Isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. And scalene triangles, all the three sides are of different length. Okay. Now, triangles by side and angles, that means on the basis of sides as well as angles, there are three types of triangle: acute equilateral triangle, right isosceles triangle, obtuse scalene triangle. Acute equilateral triangle, that means all the three angles are acute, that means less than 90 degree, and all the three sides, length of all the three sides are equal, then the triangle is acute equilateral triangle. Right isosceles triangle, that means one angle is 90 degree and two sides, length of two sides are equal, then the triangle is right isosceles triangle. Then obtuse scalene triangle. In this triangle, one angle is obtuse, that means more than 90 degree, and all the three, length of all the three sides are not equal, that means different length, sides are of different length, then the triangle is obtuse scalene triangles. So here we discuss total 9 types of triangle. On the basis of angle, 3 types of triangle, that is acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, and obtuse angle triangle. On the basis of sides, 3 types of triangle: equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and scalene triangle. On the basis of angle as well as sides, there are 3 types of triangle: acute equilateral triangle, right isosceles triangle, obtuse scalene triangle. Okay. So here we complete all the basic part and all the basic concept of triangles that we study in previous class. In 9th standard, we have to discuss and we have to study some new concepts related to the triangle. And in 9th standard, we have to study one more type of angle, that is exterior angle. Now the question is, what is exterior angle? As the name, the angle which lie in the exterior part of the triangle is exterior angle. See in this figure, angle A, B, C are the interior angles because they lie in the interior part of the angle. And angle E, D and F, they lies in the exterior part of the triangle, so they are the exterior angles. So in short, a triangle contains 3 inside or interior angles that add up to 180 degree, that means their sum is 180 degree. If we extend the 3 sides of the triangle, it will form an outside or exterior angles. That means if we extend any one side of a triangle, then we get outside angle, that is exterior angle. As shown in this figure, angle A, B, C are the interior angles, and angle D, E, F are formed by extending the sides of the triangle. So they are the exterior angles as they lie in the exterior part of the triangle. So an exterior angle is an angle on the outside of a triangle formed by extending one of the triangle side. That means exterior angles lies in the exterior part of the triangle and it is formed by extending any one side of the triangle. Next is remote interior angles. Remote interior angles, simply interior angles. See here in this figure, angle A, angle B and angle C, they are the interior angles, and angle D is the exterior angle. Okay. Out of angle A, B, C, angle C share its corner with angle D, that means exterior angle, or you can say angle C and D are the linear pair of angle. Angle C and angle D, angle C that is interior angle and angle D is exterior angle. Both the angles share their corners with each other, but angle A and angle B do not share its corner with angle D, that means exterior angle. So angle A and angle B is called as remote interior angles. In short, remote interior angles are the angles which do not share a vertex or a corner of triangle with the exterior angle. So remote interior angle is the angles which do not share its vertex or a corner with exterior angles are called remote interior angles. Exterior angle lie in the exterior part of the triangle, and interior angles lies in the interior part of the triangle, and the remote interior angles are the angles who do not share its vertex with the exterior angles. Okay, so here we complete exterior angle, interior angle and remote interior angles, and all the basic concepts that we study in previous class about the triangle. First of all, we discuss about the triangle, then that is what is the triangle. Triangle is nothing but the figure which is formed by three non-collinear points. Triangles have three sides, three angles, okay, and the sum of interior angles of the triangle, that means the sum of three angles of the triangle is 180, and the sum of that means the sum of the length of the two sides of the triangle is always greater than the third side. And then we have discussed about the area and perimeter. Area is nothing but the space occupied by the object or a figure in earth surface, on a wall or anywhere. The space occupied by the object is called its area. Area of right angle triangle is half into base into height, whereas the area of other triangles is with three sides can be found by using the Heron's formula. Heron's formula is under root s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, where s is the semi-perimeter of the triangle. Then we discuss about the perimeter. Perimeter is nothing but the length of the boundary of the figure or an object is called its perimeter, and perimeter of triangle is nothing but the sum of all three sides, that means length of side 1 plus length of side 2 plus length of side 3. Then we discuss about the types of triangles. There are total 9 types of triangles. On the basis of angles, there are 3 types of triangle. One is right angle triangle, then obtuse angle triangle and acute angle triangles. Then on the basis of sides, there are 3 types of triangles: equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle and scalene triangles. Then on the basis of side and angles, there are 3 types of triangle: acute angle equilateral triangle, right angle isosceles triangle, scalene obtuse angle triangles. So there are total 9 types of triangles we discussed today, and the properties of each and every triangle also. Then we discussed exterior angles, interior angles and remote interior angles. Exterior angles lies in the exterior part of the triangle, and interior angles lies in the interior part of the triangle, whereas remote interior angle is the angles which do not share its vertex with the exterior angle, and the measure of exterior angle is always greater than remote interior angle. Remember this property, this very important property, that the measure of exterior angle is always greater than the remote interior angle. Now let's check your knowledge, how much part you understood in today's lecture. Here are some questions for you. Find the answers of this question and send your answers to me on my personal number. Question number 1. Here some triangles are given to you, and you have to identify which triangle are equilateral and which triangle is isosceles and which triangle are scalene and which triangle are right angle triangle. Second question. In triangle LMN, 2 angles are given to you and you have to find the third angle. Here you have to apply the property of sum of angle of triangle is 180. If the measure of 2 angles are given to you, then you can find the third angle by subtracting 180 from 180. Okay. Next is Classify the triangle according to the sides. Here the length of sides are given to you and you have to classify the types of triangle. That means they are equilateral, isosceles and scalene triangle. Next question. Is it possible to have a triangle with the following angles and sides? Give reason in support of your answer. That means here measure of some angles and length of sides are given to you and you have to decide it is possible to draw the triangle. It is possible to draw the triangle with the given measure. If it is possible, write yes, otherwise no. That means here in this question you have to decide whether the triangle can be constructed with the help of the given measure or not. With the help of the measures given in these questions, the triangles can be constructed or not. Okay. Next question is, take three non-collinear points L, M, N, then join LM, then MN, then LN, NL. Then what figure do you get? After joining this point, the figure, which type of figure you get, write the name of that figure. Okay. In this question, you have to take 3 points, then you have to join two points. After joining, write the name of the figure form. Okay. So today we have completed all the basic concept of the lesson triangle. In next lecture, we will start practice set 3.1. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Jazakallahu khair.